Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. This is Surviving the Badge, and tonight we are going to discuss the modern sheriff. Here in Florida, we have a bunch of absolutely fantastic sheriffs.
Some of the best.
That we freaking love. There are a bunch more out there, and these guys are progressive, and they do not take any crap from anybody, and we love them. So... as we move forward here, I just wanted to talk about it's football season.
Football.
My dogs play tomorrow at 3:30.
Are they good? Because I've never heard. Is that the Bulldogs?
Yes. Against Oregon. Well, who do you like? FSU? Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. So my son's about to graduate. I was never an FSU fan until he went there. It was UCF.
Right.
Now, do I stick with FSU because I like them, or do I go back to UCF?
Back to UCF.
Okay. Is that a better option?
Because they just crushed South Carolina State last night.
Okay, so I'll go. So after December 9th, I'll be a UCF fan again.
Here's some time for the bowl games.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, because they'll make some kind of bowl game probably.
So you were explaining before we went on why Georgia is not ranked number one, even though they're the national champions from last year.
They were national champs last year, as you can see by my shirt. There we go. Anyway, because they lost 9 players in the first round of the NFL draft. The most ever from one team in the first round of any NFL draft. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Plus, we lost a whole host of others in the second, third, fourth, and fifth rounds. So it
really dwindled the team.
It did. I mean, we have recruited unbelievably well, and we have really some awesome players. But we'll see. Hey, I don't care. College football is back.
Play the game.
I'm happier than hell, man. I can't wait.
So Alabama ranked number 1.
Clemson 2. Georgia 3.
Yep, a new 3.
Utah 4. They're saying Utah is going to come out of nowhere.
Where?
That's one guy ranked them that way. So, but the I guess the consensus is Alabama 1. I haven't really read about the others.
Where does my absolute favorite of all times college football team rank? The Tigers. The Princeton Tigers.
Oh, probably not ranked at all.
Well, you know that they have the most championships of all time,
yeah,
right?
Well, that was when...
no.
When I was still on duty.
It does.
The 1800s.
Wow.
I said it before you
Your rookie year.
I said it before you could.
It doesn't matter. They have more championships than anybody else.
They do. And they suck. So anyway. Of course...
the PCS era?
Hell no, it wasn't. No, hell no.
more like the BC era.
Yeah, I was just going to say, exactly. So, but with that being said, NFL's starting back up. I know I am a Chicago Bears fan. Go Bears. Looks like with a new coach, new management. Oh, and we just found out one of the big wigs is stepping down. Yeah, there is a God.
Not a good.
So he's gone. No, hell no. So he's gone too. So we've got a new manager. We've got a new head coach, assistant coaches, everything.
Wow.
Draft went okay. We'd given away a lot of picks to get Justin Fields, who wasn't at one time a Bulldog. Then he went to Ohio State trader. But anyway.
Isn't it the Ohio State?
I'm sorry, the Ohio State Buckeyes. That's who's ranked number 2. I'm sorry, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Yes. So John's a New York Giants fan.
New York Football Giants.
Sorry, New York Football Giants.
Yes.
Wait. Where do they play?
New Jersey.
What?
New Jersey. Hey, John's from Jersey, so he's happy about that.
What sense does that make? Should you be a wait? Who plays in New Jersey? I mean, is there an actual New
Devils?
Is there a New Jersey football team?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, the New York Jets and the New York Giants.
That play in New Jersey.
Play New Jersey. Same stadium.
Freaking screwed up. So you are a Washington Redskins. Sorry. Commanders.
Commanders now.
Such a crock of crap.
So I will bet both of you guys a cigar on
who has the best season.
Best season up to postseason. Right? Isn't that how it usually should work?
Well,
Just say at the end of the season, who had the most wins
Loss.
and
Okay.
most losses.
All right.
Win-loss.
Okay.
Go to the Super Bowl, you go to the Super Bowl. So,
Yep.
you know, you're gonna have one more
I
win.
will appreciate 2 cigars. Thank
well,
you very
the good
much.
thing is,
Okay.
my team won't be able to face yours in the Super Bowl nor yours, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we will beat each other out in the playoffs.
There we go.
Because
Okay.
we're all NFC guys. Yeah, so that's cool.
All right, go Commanders.
Giants.
Commanders and listen. Hey, Bears.
Beer moment. Beer moment.
I think we might have a beer moment.
All right. So today we're going to try Big Wave. It's a Kona Brewing Company. Big Wave Golden Ale.
I've had this before, and
I've always liked Big
I like
Wave.
it.
I like Kona beer. I think Kona is they are really you know what
Kona
I like
is good.
You know what I like about Kona is they're pretty consistent. I've never come across any that I'm like, oh God. You know,
They're
they're
the
all
bomb.com.
pretty decent beers. And the Big Wave, yeah, I'm going to go with, I don't know, 8 on that. I like that beer. It's a nice golden
wow,
ale.
there
It's a
you
nice
go.
golden ale. And it
you
has
go.
a beautiful color. I mean, look at
It
that.
does have a good color.
yeah, it really does.
I'm actually going to give it a 7, though. I'm not a huge... It's not bad, but the flavor just isn't hitting me right.
Really?
It's not
I think
bad.
it has a little meatier flavor.
A little
than-
meatier, but... Oh, maybe-
Meteor, like in meat.
Yes, is in meat.
No,
Okay.
meteor as in vegetables.
No, I thought meteor as in across the
Yes.
sky. Like, okay. Anyway,
It's the impossible beer.
Yes, right.
yeah. And, well, let me ask you this. Who brought us this beer?
I brought it, but
Well, I
it
know
was
you
sponsored
brought
by
it.
Kenny's Grocery.
Brung it?
Kenny's
Kenny's
Grocery
Grocery.
in Orange City, located at the corner of 1792 and French Avenue.
Heck yeah. And I want to talk about our other sponsors. We have Clem and Company Property Investments. If you guys are ready to buy or sell your home, quick sell your home, Tom and Clem and Property Investments, these are the ones you want to call. And Kristen and Tom Clem Realtors with Exit Advantage Realtors. You guys are looking to buy or sell. These guys are one you want to talk to. Kristen is a former school teacher. Tom is a Marine Corps veteran and now a full-time law enforcement officer locally here. And I've known Tom for over 20 years. And him and his wife, I'll tell you what, she is the type, she gets out of the car. I've only met her twice. She gets out of the car and she just gives you a big hug. I mean, they are just the most unbelievable folks. I swear to God.
I don't even hug my own kids. So that's...
Well, I know. That's why they hate you.
Right.
Well, that restraining order has something to do with it.
maybe.
And that's why they hate you. But anyway. And, hey, we have a brand new sponsor.
No.
I'm gonna spotlight this sponsor.
All right.
He's brand new.
Because we are kicking ass on this show.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we are. We got more sponsors than we got freaking hosts. I mean, viewers. That's pretty bad.
But you guys can change that. Spread the
You
word.
damn sure can. Please share it. Anyway, it is called ARackAbove, portable overhead garage storage. This guy, the owner, is a friend of mine. His name is Steve, and this guy is absolutely fantastic. He came up and developed this concept. And what it is, guys, is if you have like a 1 or a 2 car garage and you've got crap all over the floor and spread out all over the place, you can't get your car in there, you can't even hardly walk through there, this guy will come out and he puts a rack up, a rack above, and it is up, as high as it needs to be, 7 feet, whatever. You can walk under it, you can park a car under it. It'll hold up to 2,000 pounds
Shit.
of your crap up above, and it's easy in, easy out. You put your bins up there or whatever. You can slide them in and out. And here's the best part. It's not drilled into your trusses. It's not drilled into the walls. It's not drilled into the floor, the ceiling, or anything else. It is completely portable. So when you're done,
Yeah.
or you move or whatever, you take it with you. So it's a one-time investment, and you take it with you, and it is unbelievable. Please visit their website down below in the comments down below. All of our sponsors, all their information will be down below. Please visit their sites and get a little more information about it. Steve would love to come out and talk to you and show you what he's got and do a little demo or whatever he needs to do. But it is absolutely fantastic. So thank you, Steve, and everybody else for your sponsorships. We very much appreciate it. And where do we go from here, Mr. Meal?
Just before that, I had an old house that I had a rack, but like you said, I had
But
to
it was
leave
below,
it.
so it
Right, yeah. But I had to leave it because it was all anchored.
Yes.
Yeah, and,
yes.
and it was so annoying. I'm like,
Yeah, and all
that's really
screwed
nice. It
into
was
the-
helpful, but I'm
screwed into
yeah,
the ceiling
exactly.
and everything. Well, that's where it started. He built one
Okay.
in his garage out of lumber
Yeah.
and all that. And he goes, And he got to thinking about it, and he developed the braces. And
Yeah.
it's just, his story is unbelievable. I went and talked to him for over an hour one day and sat down with him, and it is really a cool concept. So contact them if you want to get rid of the crap in your garage and store it properly. Anyway.
Very cool. All right, so with that, we're going to talk about our fallen officer salute. As of right now, we've had 169 officers killed in the line of duty, 38 vehicle-related, and 47 firearm-related. Now we haven't talked about this since our Mark DeBona episode, but I want to talk about a little bit about officer-involved suicides this year. According to Blue Help, which is a website that publishes statistics and they offer help and all that, right now we've had 112 police officers commit suicide in as of this year, 2022, but that's down 7% from last year. And the good thing is, last year let me not say the good thing yet. Last year we had 182, but it's been trending down for like the last 3 or 4 years. So that's good. If you guys are listening to this, we've all been there. We know how stressful the job can get. We know that sometimes you see and you live shit that will stick with you today. I still think about almost on a daily basis some of the shit that I've been in, and I know that all of us can say the same thing. There's help out there. Reach out, get some help. We want to help. You can reach us. We'll get you into some help. But there's resources out there. You don't need to go this way. So we're going to salute everybody who is struggling, and in the hope that you will reach out for help, and all of our fellow officers who have died in the line of duty.
Salute. God bless them and all their families.
All right. So the trivia question today, we are out of stickers of the old brand that were smaller and stickier. And we are in the process of getting our new logo stickers.
Yes.
So the trivia question is just for bragging rights, and we say, hey, yeah, so-and-so got the trivia question.
Yeah, we'll mention you on the show. If you get it right, we'll mention you on the show. And if you want to write us a little blurb or something that you want us to mention on the show, we'll do it. But we'll announce who got the first. And it has to be the first correct answer in the comments down below on YouTube.
Yep, absolutely. So while you're watching, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and answer the trivia question.
And hit that
all at
little
once.
notification bell, guys. And that way you
Absolutely.
know when we put out a new show, it'll pop up on your notifications every time you go onto YouTube, and you'll know when we have a new show.
Which is about every week. Sometimes we
Give or
miss
take,
it.
yep.
All right, so the trivia.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Go ahead.
You
I'll
sure?
do it after.
Sure?
Yep.
All right. So it goes along with our topic today. The trivia question is, who was the longest serving elected sheriff in the United States? Who was the longest serving elected sheriff in the United States?
Was it George Washington?
It was not George Washington.
Darn it.
Yeah, no. And it's actually relatively recent. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So answer in the comments section below. While you're doing that, like, subscribe, share, notify, all that, all the
Absolutely.
buttons, all the buttons things,
And so look us on TikTok and
and
Spotify,
Twitter,
Yeah.
Instagram. We're modern day. I tell my
Facebook.
yeah,
All over the
Facebooks,
Interwebs.
interwebs.
Somebody's been slacking a little bit, and we haven't been on Spotify as much. But
The only one we're missing on
Well,
the only one we're missing on Spotify is this most recent one.
It's probably because he's out coaching bowling all the time.
Hey,
who
we're kicking
popped
butt.
up first? Guilty party. I just said somebody. I didn't say Camille.
Yeah. The only one that's not on there right now is the most recent one.
So guys, it's great to listen to, when you're farting around, mowing the yard, doing whatever. It'll make you laugh a little bit because we try to throw some stuff in there. Hey, before I forget, because I'm going to forget.
He is old and
I'm
feeble-minded.
old as hell, and I'm going to forget.
You forgot already.
We just started our third season. This
Holy
is the
shit,
first
you're
show
right.
other than the Facebook Live show.
Which was a dumpster fire.
Which was a dumpster fire.
The show was actually good. The recording was a dumpster
Power outage.
Oh my god, that storm was just colossal. We're sitting here recording, and all you see
Power's
is
going
flashes. Just
was
and there's
terrible,
power,
man.
and it's
Power went out, freaking internet went out. Yeah, it was a dumpster fire. But this is our first show, other than the live show, for our third season.
Yay!
Salute!
Salute!
Hell
Absolutely.
yeah. 3 seasons,
Shit, yeah.
guys. 3 seasons. Hell yeah.
And the good thing is, we decide how long the season is.
Right.
So next show could be the first show of our fourth season.
Absolutely. We decide if it's 6 months, 4 months, a year. Hey, whatever.
Love it.
It's our damn show. We can do whatever the hell we
We
want.
should do that. And that way we can be like, we have the most seasons of anyone on
Welcome
YouTube.
to season 472.
Every show is a season.
Oh my God, these guys have been around forever.
I know.
Longer than Doctor Who.
Yeah, oh, that's terrible. Anyway, great idea.
Dr. Fauci.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Fauci. He's resigning.
I know.
Thank God. All right, so let's get into the meat and taters of this since we're already like 18 minutes in.
Yeah.
Hey, can I nerd out for just a second?
Oh God, here we
Hurry
go.
up.
So the term
Okay.
the term
Yeah, beer burp.
sheriff comes from Shire Reeve. It was the law enforcement arm of the king in England, who was in charge of a shire, which is a county, and they were the reeve of that county. And then we came over to this country, and we're like, that's too long to say. We're going to just say sheriff.
I'm sorry, that is 10 seconds you will never get back.
What? They
Sorry.
learned shit. I asked
You're not
this.
in school, Camille.
Sorry.
Okay.
If you guys don't know, if you guys are new listeners, I am a teacher.
And a bowling
I
coach.
teach.
Woo!
And, hey, we're kicking ass. So
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna get one of them hooks. I've got a gaff, but I'm just gonna keep the rubber end on it and just grab him. All right, Big John.
All right. We're going to talk the modern day sheriff. Sheriff. Or what is it? Shire Reeve.
Oh Jesus!
Shire
I'm not
Reeve.
calling it that.
All right. So, and sheriffs aren't really normally very
political.
No, it's not that they're not political. They're not supposed. It is a political office. It's a constitutional office.
Yes, it is.
But they're kind of in the background usually,
Right.
and
They let their officers do their thing.
right. It's law enforcement just does their thing, and that started to change back in the '80s, I think, with a sheriff called Joe Arpaio.
Hey, Sheriff Joe.
Joe. And he was at Maricopa County in Arizona. And he's the one who started having jails were tents, massive.
Love it. Like a tent city.
Yeah, tent city. Gave all his inmates pink jumpsuits because studies say that pink is a calming color.
Right, yeah.
So he's like,
It's not a degradation thing. It's a calming.
Is that really?
and that
I'm
became,
sure it is.
that became very controversial.
John, is that really why?
That's what he said.
Is this what we're doing now?
Yeah.
We're trying to be like Joe Biden. Just whisper.
Well, Joe Biden does. If you haven't guessed,
Not a joke.
if you haven't guessed, John and I can't say about Libetard over here.
Oh, I
But-
am not a liberal. I am a
but-
libertarian.
I am
But
too.
John and I are not Joe Biden fans at all. any way, shape, or form. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, and then so then Joe Arpaio, and a lot of this is Florida centric because we live down here in Florida, but there are a couple of other.
I'm sorry. We talk just a bit about Joe? He was so popular and so I don't know, anti-crime that didn't. I mean, he became the target of these left wackos who were pro-crime, pro-criminal.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, they made him a target.
Right.
I mean, they just really went after this guy, which I don't understand. This guy he had chain gangs. He had women on chain gangs.
Absolutely.
Oh, and I thought everything was supposed to be equal, right? I mean, you break the law.
Well, what's a woman anyway?
Right.
We don't know.
So he became this target of the left, which
Right.
pro-crime and all that shit.
But he was one of the first more outspoken. All right.
I almost spit my goddamn beer out. What's a woman anyway? I literally had a mouthful of beer when you said that, and I almost freaking spit it out.
Is it because you don't know? We can help you with that. I mean,
There is a justice on the Supreme Court who does not know what a woman is.
because she's not
She's not a biologist.
Right.
So,
What state's he from?
Arizona.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maricopa County. And then you had Sheriff David Clark out of Milwaukee County. He was kind of all over the news and all that stuff.
Who doesn't love David Clark?
Dude.
And you know what the best thing is? He's a Democrat.
I have got to say, I'm sorry, only because he's my favorite, I've got to say salute to him.
David Clark.
Right?
He is the freaking ultimate freaking sheriff.
You know what
Besides Grady Judd, which I'm sure you're going to talk
You know
about.
what throws me off about David Clark, and maybe I'm wrong. Doesn't he wear a cowboy hat?
Oh, hell yeah, he does.
I'm like, you're from Wisconsin.
Doesn't matter.
I'm like, that just kind of weirdly
Which is why
throws
I
me
thought
off.
when I talked about him about 5, 6, 7, 8 shows ago, I thought he was out west.
I figured it would be one of those trapper hats.
Yeah. Hey, what's that noise? Oh, it's another beer.
Wisconsin is not like although he was the sheriff of Milwaukee County.
Right.
But he was very outspoken. Got a lot of heavy press. Kevin Barry out of Orange County, Florida. He was pretty popular and pretty.
Was Kevin Barry any one of y'all's instructors?
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
No.
when I went to the police academy, he actually came in and talked to us about it was a whole block on terrorism, and he had spent like a month in Northern Ireland. And he was talking about all the violence that was going on with the IRA, and it was just fascinating. Kevin Barry, damn, I had forgotten about him until you just mentioned it. He was just a badass.
Yeah,
Right.
he was a badass. I met him several times when I went to the leadership school down at his agency, and yeah, I mean, I met him in the gym. So I went in the gym working out, break time, whatever, and he was in there on the treadmill. He's, hey, yo, go ahead, man. He's talking on the phone on the treadmill. But I mean, he just walked up to me and goes, "Hey, young man, how are you?" I mean, just an all-around good guy.
He was really nice to us in the academy. I always felt that he was very, very down to earth.
Yeah, good guy. I enjoyed talking to him.
But here's where the modern day sheriff, in my opinion, and tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
All right.
Well, you
Thank
asked me to.
I know, and I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
There are two sheriffs right now that I think are an example as to why I think our country is going to be saved by the modern day sheriff.
Okay.
And I agree with you. We talked about this.
Okay.
I absolutely agree.
One is Alex Villanueva out of Los Angeles, California.
Okay. Yeah, because wasn't he the guy who? Oh gosh, there was a lot
Well,
of there was a lot of stuff that came down. He's like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he
Yeah,
didn't
we're not
hire
gonna do that.
deputies because they weren't vaccinated.
Right.
He's like, I'm already short 300 deputies.
Yeah.
Like,
So the governor and the legislature
County council
of California, the county council, and all that said, hey, these are the rules. You need to fire anybody who's not vaccinated. You need to do this, do that. And he's like, fuck that. I'm not doing any of that shit.
I'm hired to. I'm elected
Right.
to provide law enforcement for the county.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love when these guys buck the bullshit system.
Right.
And they go and do their damn job that they were elected to do, which is enforce the freaking law. I love it, man. It's awesome.
And then here's one that doesn't get a lot of news.
Wait, is he still the sheriff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although the county is trying to take away his authority.
Isn't that a state constitution?
Well, they're trying to
Go around that.
But this one here's a guy, Brian Whitney, out of Scotland, Missouri.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Okay, here's what's going on.
Look at Mr. Prepared with research and shit.
The FBI wants to do an audit in Missouri.
Okay.
Misery?
Misery.
Of the records that they have for gun owners in Missouri. And these are records that are held by the sheriff's department.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So just that county.
Well, they're going to go do an
state.
audit in that county.
Oh, okay.
Well, audits are not everywhere. It's
random.
and he said,
like the IRS?
I think they are planning on doing the entire state, but he's like, yeah, I don't care if they come here with a federal warrant.
Yeah.
I'm not releasing this information to the FBI.
Right. They don't have jurisdiction.
They don't have jurisdiction.
Right.
So because similar thing happened out in California when every concealed carry permit was accidentally released.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway,
So the feds contacted this sheriff in Missouri and said, "Hey, we're going to come in and do an audit of all of the concealed weapons holders in the county."
I think they may have to have guns registered.
Okay.
So maybe
Depending
gun
on what the state
registration.
law is.
Right.
Okay.
So different states have different laws.
Registered owner, whatever it is.
Right.
And he said, no.
Yeah, because basically
Love
what
it.
you're saying is you're coming in to get a copy
Right.
of all the information we have of gun owners.
Now,
here.
it would be one thing if they came in and said, "We're going to audit the process.
Correct.
We're gonna look at, all right, what is the process? You have this state law that says you have to do this A, B, whatever through F. We're gonna audit and see if that process was done on all these individuals." That'd be one thing. But just to grab, no, that's bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Just grab the information and make sure that everything's accurate.
Yeah.
So anyway. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you. I apologize.
No. Really?
Find it hard to believe that Neil interrupts.
Go get my goddamn gaff. Without the rubber
Well,
stopper?
you're running through all this, and I have lots of questions,
Because
bro.
we're trying to get on time.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Keep
Because we still got to get to
72 other sheriffs.
What the fuck?
No, I only got two more that we're going to talk about.
All right.
Really. Well, I will mention, because the other thing that they're doing is they're, certain sheriffs are like, we're declaring this county a sanctuary county for the Second Amendment. We
Right.
will, if they pass these gun laws, we're not enforcing them.
Right.
And, so that's not going to happen. But there are three Florida sheriffs that I want to make mention of. And not that they're, there's plenty of great sheriffs out there. Florida
Not
sheriffs
that
out
they're
there.
what?
They're anything better than,
I
although
think
two are much better. One is from Lee County, Florida, Carmen Marcino. And apparently
He's the new guy on the stage.
Yeah, he's the new guy on the stage.
Yeah.
Where he doesn't go have a press conference at a media press room. He does it right where they execute the search warrant, where he talks about the suspect being, what did he call it?
A stealer of oxygen.
Yeah,
oxygen thief.
Yeah, they're
I
oxygen
love
thieves.
it. I love it.
Now you got another up and comer who's up. He's up, not quite as high as the last one. Wayne Ivey.
Oh, love Wayne Ivey.
Wayne Ivey
Love
out
it.
of Brevard County, Florida.
Yep.
He's doing a phenomenal job.
Which is the Space Coast. That's the county that houses all the NASA and all the rocket launches and everything else. He's the sheriff of that
Cocoa
county.
Beach and all that.
It's the long, skinny one.
Yeah, east side of East Central Florida. Yep.
But he's doing a lot, and one of the things is they're also capturing social media.
Right.
They're putting
Yes.
themselves out there.
Absolutely.
Okay? He went and did a press conference in front of a Target house that was part of their hit squad.
Yeah.
Okay, where he basically went out there and said, "Hey, just so you know, the people in this house are dealing drugs, they're doing this, they're doing that."
That's awesome.
So if you come visit this house, just be aware, chances are you're going to be arrested.
Right.
Absolutely.
When you leave this house.
It was freaking. I saw.
And he was putting names out there and everything.
Oh, it was freaking awesome, man.
Okay, and when he
Did
was
you see
asked,
the coverage when he did
I
that?
did not see that one.
Oh my god, it was freaking awesome. It was great.
but then his deputies ended up getting into a shootout with a scumbag who was
That's the one I was. Yeah.
and why did they shoot him so many times? And his response was, "Evil can never be dead enough."
Right. Yeah. So to break down the shooting,
Which is still not as good as the other one we're going to talk about. I'll leave that one alone.
They're dealing with this guy that had stopped, and he comes out with a gun and starts
Shooting at deputies.
Yeah, shooting at deputies. One of the driver actually runs off, and the passenger is shooting at deputies, coming around the car trying to kill the deputies, and they shoot the shit out of this guy.
Right.
And the sheriff, as he should, says,
You point a gun at my deputy, you're going to get shot.
"Yeah, why did you shoot him so many times?"
Because, he said evil can never be dead enough.
Right.
Someone may have had a different response to that question.
And it can't be. Evil can
No.
never be dead enough.
Not at all. But the thing
But
is,
all these sheriffs are saying, we are here to enforce the law.
Absolutely.
And if you threaten us,
Yep.
we will eliminate you.
absolutely
We have to eliminate the threat.
right.
So,
Which goes on the. I'm going to bring up an opposite sheriff, Israel,
Yes.
down in South Florida, who was the sheriff of Palm Beach.
Palm Beach County.
Okay, Palm Beach County, when the Stoneman Douglas, shit, I'm drawing a blank.
Cruz.
Cruz, but the thing is, there were so many incidences of this Cruz where he should have been arrested. He should have been taken. There should have been a lot of intervention. And the sheriff's department did nothing.
Right.
And our governor, who was lockstep with our sheriffs, said,
Most of them.
right, said, you are no longer sheriff of this county. And I love it. I love living in this state right now.
And he is the only one that has the power to do that
right.
other than election.
Yes.
Yes.
And he has done that with the murder of Lieutenant Deborah Clayton.
Yes.
Right.
The
DA.
prosecutor was going to say, "Well, we're not going after the death
What was her
penalty."
name?
Ayala.
Ayala? Yes.
Yeah. So she's like, it was in Orange
No,
County.
it wasn't. Well,
Yeah.
it was our governor. It wasn't the current governor.
That was Scott who did
It was
that.
Ron Scott that did
Rick
that.
Scott.
Yeah. Or Rick, I'm sorry, Rick Scott. Thank you.
But
Yeah,
DeSantis
Rick Scott. Yes, it was.
just
Rick Scott
suspended
that
the,
pulled Ayala.
So
Yes.
Aramis
there-
Ayala.
in Orange County, we had a situation where a wanted murderer who had killed his girlfriend and
Pregnant girlfriend.
pregnant girlfriend walked up, blatantly just murdered a sergeant from the Orange County Sheriff's Office.
Shot her. She was down, and then walked up to her while she was down and freaking blew her head off. And
executed her.
was responsible because of the incident. A motor officer who was a deputy, was responding to the scene for backup, and he died in a motor vehicle crash.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So does he get charged for felony murder?
He
for
didn't
that?
because it wasn't directly. They couldn't directly. You and I know it was because of that,
Right.
But no, he was not charged with his
So
death.
the prosecutor's like, no, that's not bad enough.
Well,
to
she had
go
said
with."
she would never pursue the death penalty
Death
in
penalty,
any
yeah.
case.
Yeah.
And is she the?
No, she's gone.
Oh, weird.
And the governor said, "Oh, well, okay, good. You won't handle any death penalty."
Right. So
You
that was-
handle him if you ain't in office.
right. Yeah. Anyway, so
So I guess we're out of time. We don't have any other sheriffs we want to talk about.
dude. No, I think we're done.
I
Hey
will
guys,
knock you out sitting in your chair
thank
if you
you
don't
very
talk
much
about my boy.
for joining us today on Surviving the.
If you don't talk about my boy, I will pour.
If you haven't figured out who I'm talking about, there is a sheriff in Florida.
I'm kind of puzzled on who you're talking
Shut
about.
up!
My
His name
man.
is Mike Shitwood. Volusia County, Florida. Oh, wait, there is one more. A guy named Sheriff Grady Judd.
I never heard of that guy.
Grady Judd.
Could there be a more...
Come on.
a more...
No, I don't want to, but I got
Yes, you do, because you love him too.
Sheriff Grady Judd, who... He puts on press conferences.
Oh man, you can't swing a dead cat without getting a Grady Judd press conference.
So I've got some of the quotes that he's got a bunch of quotes. I mean, he actually
it would be a whole show.
He has Facebook pages, and just look up Grady Judd quotes, and you're going to find all sorts of stuff on him.
Come on, give him my favorite.
And he has this southern accent.
Yeah, I mean, he's just got that.
Come on,
good old boy.
Give him my line.
So here are some Grady Judd greats. Having a gun in your hand is much better than having the sheriff's office on the phone.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
He is 100% Second Amendment.
Truth.
Okay, if you need to shoot someone, shoot them a lot.
Exactly.
Yep, sounds right.
That's
about all right,
dude. I'm going to take one of these empty bottles and hit you in the head. Go ahead.
Let me underscore this denial issue, folks. When the threat is there, when you dial 911 on your cell phone, we are too late. We know that the average police response time is 5 minutes. The average shooter is 0 to 5 minutes.
Yeah. What do you...
We didn't choose to shoot him. He chose for us to shoot him, and we accommodated him. And I don't have the direct quotes, but he'll be like, when you shoot someone, shoot them until you can read a newspaper through them. And then you're going to misquote, because I looked it up, and they have a different way of what...
I don't care what Google says. I talked to the guy that was on the scene,
all right,
and he had T-shirts made up with what it said.
Why did the SWAT team shoot the suspect 68 times?
Let's talk about that case first. So there was, I think it was a traffic stop. It was in Polk County.
Yeah.
And this scumbag, oxygen stealer, shot and murdered one of Grady Judd's deputies.
Canine deputy.
Yep, canine deputy. So that they were looking for this
manhunt.
guy. SWAT team, manhunt, all that stuff. They finally caught up with him.
And he pointed the gun at the SWAT team.
Yep. What happened?
They shot him 68 times.
Yep.
And when he was asked why did they shoot him 68 times, according to the website I looked at, it was, that's all the bullets we had.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Basically.
Well, because there's a lot going around that says, because we ran out of bullets.
Right.
And he may have said that too. Because
same difference.
Right.
That's all the bullets we had, we ran out of bullets.
So
same thing.
Yeah. But, the thing is, I talk to my students...
Can you imagine being a newscaster and going, why did your deputy shoot him 68 times? Because we ran out of bullets. What do you say? You just go,
thank you, Sheriff.
I freaking love whether he said we ran out of bullets or that's all the bullets we had. I freaking love it,
it's
man.
Amazing.
Yeah, but he says if you come to Polk County and break into a house, expect to be shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have, Polk County, our citizens have guns, and I expect them to use them.
Hey, there was say that. I heard him on the news.
There was a situation in Polk County where the guy's breaking into the back door, and there's 3 family members saying, "Don't break in. We're going to shoot you."
Yeah.
And he breaks in, and they shoot the shit out of him.
Hey, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
And that may have been one. Another thing he said, where the suspect was shot by police, and he was transported to the hospital where they performed surgery, but he didn't make it because he was too full of holes. I mean, again, that's not a direct quote, but he had too many holes in him.
That's like putting a screen door on a submarine.
Right. Yeah,
Doesn't hold water.
Not going to happen.
I mean, he is just so blunt.
But not only,
matter of
and the
fact,
thing is, he's all law and order. He arrests his own deputies and has a press conference on it.
Oh, yeah, he has pleasure.
This deputy here, this deputy here,
is a disgrace
this
to this
deputy here
badge.
is a disgrace
to this badge.
And we arrested them.
And his ass is going to jail.
Right.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter who you are, law and order, scumbag McGee.
I'm telling you right now,
fucking
this
going
guy
to jail.
should be Sheriff of the United States. If there was such a thing.
Right.
There's Sergeant Major, and then there's Command Sergeant Major.
Yeah, Sergeant Major of the Army.
Sergeant Major of the Army, which is the highest ranking NCO in the Army. This guy should be Sheriff of the United States.
Well, the thing is, I don't think Attorney General requires you to be an attorney. If you ran for office of president,
man, wouldn't it be great?
You ran for president.
I don't think almost every elected position
doesn't have
does
a
not
requirement.
have
Right.
a.
You could make Grady Judd the Attorney General of the United States.
Great? Oh my God, that would be so freaking awesome!
Is that your wet dream? Ronnie's
It is.
LT's gonna be in bed. He's like, and I'd like to nominate.
And if
Grady
it happened,
Judd, Attorney General.
I would have a wet dream. I would, right there. I would. I'd wash the sheets.
So anyway, the American sheriff is, in my belief, what's going to save this country because they're going to uphold the laws and the Constitution.
Yeah.
So
Because they're actually through all the fog and all the shit that's going on, that's what people want.
right,
No matter what's going on, this and that and the other, people want law and order.
right.
And if you want to hear more about that, we are going to, on our next show, talk about defunding the police, and now it's fund the police. Yeah, right. So we're going to talk about that on our next show. Hey, guys, we're going to have to wrap this up. What else you got, John?
I was just going to ask, is that season 4?
Season 67. Season 67.
It's season 422. I mean, come on.
That's so we can see if everyone actually watched the entire show. So if you got that joke, please comment.
Listen, guys, we really appreciate you guys tuning in. We're not getting a lot of views. I mean, we put a lot of work into this, and we have a lot of fun, and we drink beer, and we drink whiskey, and whatever else. Oh, by the way, tonight, because it's our anniversary show, Camille and I are drinking a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 8 years old. It is it's called Calumet Farm, and I'm telling you,
That's good shit.
man, it's smooth as glass.
Hey, if you guys want to
Send us some of this.
suggest or send us some bourbon that you want to try out, absolutely. We'll take it.
Absolutely. And listen, you can get a hold of us at retiredcopsrule@gmail.com. That's our email. You can comment below. We answer immediately. Well, not immediately. Very quickly to any emails or comments in the sections below. We really, really appreciate you guys listening. And you know what? If you had fun, if you laughed with us, if you thought it was a great topic, if you thought it was a great show, usually. Yeah, or laugh at me because I can't remember shit. Just, send us a little comment or hit that like and subscribe down below. We really appreciate it very much. Share it with your friends and say, hey, these guys are a hoot. And visit our sponsors. Look at what they've got to offer because I'm telling you what, our sponsors are how we keep this show going. We really appreciate every one of our sponsors. Thank you very much. And guys, I don't have anything else to do.
Nope, we're good.
Hey, because here at Surviving the Badge, we still got your six. Absolutely.